Time for Type Over 40, and I know what you're thinking. Middle-aged man in a baseball cap. Is this video some sort of cry for help? No, not just yet. Anyway, we've got 3 or 4 months. So I would say, Chris. Yes, started early. Yeah. So, what's in the box? Yeah. Well, you probably guessed already, but this is a first for me, doing the old unboxing video. Thought I'd share with you my moments of glory here opening the newest Blu-ray set. So yeah, if you're ready, so am I. It's got one of those tear tabs on them there, which I off to a flying start. Peel it off. Because they're not taking any chances, are they? In case the postman wants to steal some classic dogs. Okay, here we go. They ought to make a lot of Velcro. They'll replace Velcro with that. That is here and bingo. Just a bit of cardboard straight in the recycling, and behold, season 23 on Blu-ray. That's big. Obviously, I'd say it's a chunkier pack than I was expecting, because the Pertwee set was slimmer, wasn't it? Considerably slimmer than the season 19 and 18 and 19 sets. Yeah, I was expecting, because obviously there's far fewer episodes. This one that went down to 14 episodes. So I expected a little, say, a little shelf space there, but no, it's okay. It's okay so far. Beautiful cover artwork as always. It would be remiss of me not to mention that. You've probably all seen it, but looks fantastic in the flesh, so to speak, doesn't it? Colin looking at his best there with Michael Jaston and Drathro and one of the Vervoids there. I'm not sure exactly their names. I'm sure they'll forgive me of that. Certificate 12, and the hospital on the back there. Build your own Doctor Who archive with the Ultimate Collector's set. And how many discs is this? I can't think. It's 6. Yes, it's 6. And yeah, I mean, with these, if you're anything like me, you've seen these 101 times. I was a kid when this was broadcast, watched it go out, and obviously we're all full of hope and anticipation, as I am now. As I try and peel it open. Yeah, we're going to open up the plastic as well. So, come well equipped. I'm a professional, don't you know? I'm going to get this. Don't try this at home, kids. Get an adult to do it for you. That's what they used to say, wasn't it, on Blue Peter? Because if I nick the packaging, I won't be able to live with myself. So yeah, I always do it like this. Do it very, very carefully. Just enough to peel away there. And because I have a habit of leaving these in the plastic. It's not in case they have babies. It's just me. It's a bit of the OCD-ness I think I've got of keeping them as dust free as possible. No, I'm going to challenge that today after a little bit of ribbing from a couple of co-hosts. So give it a twirl. Take it all and get all this stuff off. It can be a little tricky to navigate the card bottom. Let's get it back as that flies off. But no, we're all right so far. All present and correct. And yeah, it's a little bit on the back. There's all those extended edits. That's the main draw of this set for me. As somebody who does, I know this season pretty much scene by scene and some of it line for line. And yeah, so it's all these extended edits. That's the big draw. I mean, you could say that the VAMs are always a big draw for these, depending on who you are and how you look at it. But yeah, it's the promise of all this new material, courtesy of no doubt people like Ian Levine. Thanks again. And J&T, of course, the late John Nathan Turner. He left his archive in the hands of his partner, but it go down here, who's bequeathed it after his passing to somebody else. So all the material's making its way to us bit by bit, I suppose, with whatever is appropriate. Yeah, but we know the format by now. We've got this card tray that it comes in. Obviously, there's a lot of fan, I won't say anger. bewilderment as to why we couldn't have alternative packaging on these, or reversible sleeves, or so many opportunities for the logo to appear here. I've worked as a packaging technologist, as a graphic designer, and I know that there's 101. Well, perhaps that's exaggerated, you know. There's a few design solutions whereby this could have definitely have supported both versions of the logo that you could have chosen from. But in the infinite wisdom, they chose to stick with the new branding. This really is colourful, really very fitting for the Sixth Doctor, isn't it? Yeah, let's drop this out. When I display these, I do keep them nested into the. It's like a docking port, isn't it, for the Blu-ray? Bingo, like that. And oh wow, that is beautiful. Of course, you don't see these, do you, until you open up. That really is. That's very, very pretty. That isolated picture there. And as if by magic, my mic's back. Got to get the mic out of the way while I'm using the sharp object. It's fantastic. Opening up these, I love the sound they make there. You know, it all fits so cosily inside, and the beautiful artwork from Lee Binding, I believe his name is. It's always, it's just beautifully done. That picture, it stuns me every time. I know how difficult this stuff is to put together. Make a fantastic door poster, wouldn't it? That one of Colin there. The ever-fragrant Colin Baker in that wonderful coat, which has grown on me over the years. Shh. So it's all looking good so far. And even better news is that all these discs, just to check, actually are still in their casing, which is never. It's not always a certain, is it? And the bottom one there. Now this is, I understand there's been some sort of directive put out, a list of instructions there put out by the BBC lately, by BBC Worldwide, because some of these over the months have come with those trays better attached than others. So, what they advise is the use of one of these. So I've got a glue gun and standby hot glue gun, but no, that looks absolutely fine. But of course, if yours does come in a state of disrepair, hot glue guns, they're pretty cheap. You can get them off Amazon. A lot of guys use it for crafting and various other arty pursuits in my other life. But yeah, a quick squirt in either corner, so they say. It comes to something, it's one thing when you've got to spot the faults yourself, what they've left off, but when you've got to do repairs on the packaging, it's probably a bit rich, particularly on such an expensive item, because these aren't cheap. I got this from Zoom, who are a retailer. I think they could be just UK based, but they've got a sort of what would you call it, a discount system. So with your first order, you get a certain percentage off, and I'd never ordered from them before. And I was pleasantly surprised with that. Can't grumble. I think it's around £31, something like that. I think it's something they do constantly. If you're a new account holder, and if you recommend other people as well, things like can work out quite nicely. So yeah, I went with Zoom this time, and I'm well happy with that so far. But these episodes, I would imagine that there's plenty of you as familiar with them as I am over the years. All 14 episodes, depending on how you look at it, one long story or 4 stories, and the option, of course, to view at least one of them completely isolated this time, which is, it's been something we've desired for a while. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Of course, I'm looking forward to seeing all those stars again. We've got Nicola Bryant, of course, Bond Langford, the much missed Linda Bellingham. I think we all, certainly in the UK, Linda Bellingham's a much missed figure, and somebody who's never off our television screens. And Joan Sims, who else have we got? We've got Christopher Ryan, the young one, Christopher Ryan, shortly to reappear with Nabil Shaban in the new Seal film, of course. They couldn't have timed that better, could they? Who else is in here? Honor Blackman in Terror of the Vervoid story, which I love so much. And what else we have? Who was in the last one? Oh, Jeffrey Hughes from Coronation Street, Eddie Yates from Coronation Street, or Onslow from Keeping Up Appearances, depending on where you saw him first, or the guy from Next Door on the Royal Family. I forget. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I know you're no longer with us. National Treasure was Jeffrey, and Tony Selby back as Glitz. right towards the, well, he's in the beginning and the end, yeah. 2 of his 3 performances in this. I know Glitz is a bit of a broad performance, but I like it anyway. So lots of nostalgia for me, likely for you too. Looking forward to watching these. But the nostalgia that comes from something like this, depending on how long you've been in the Doctor Who fandom, you know, it can come 2 or 3 or maybe even 4-fold. I don't know. Because look at that, I've got these to hand. See the last time these were released came in this box in 2008. And at the time, this sort of set new standards, really, didn't it? Because of all the special features, the VAM on these, I mean, fantastic documentaries that opened up the whole story of what happened at this really, really sort of chaotic time in Doctor Who's production. It laid it all as certainly as bare as it had ever been before. Whether they add to that in the new set, I don't know. But yeah, it's of course it's sad to pension this off, isn't it? I haven't compared the features because obviously they're moving some over, leaving some behind, or some for other releases, as to see what's on this and what isn't. So my advice is don't eBay them yet. Because you never know, it could be that one feature that you really, really love and you want to go and watch it. It's on the one you've eBayed, so it depends on if you want to take that chance or not, how long it'll take until season 22 turns up. Yeah, I mean, that's beautiful artwork as well. I think that was probably a Clayton Hickman. Clayton always did great work on these. Yes, there's that. So that's the first wave of nostalgia. But the big one, the major one, I suppose, the iconic one even, is spinning back out of the vortex at me here. It's the 1993 30th anniversary edition there. In the iconic TARDIS tin, immortalised by Doctor Who magazine and still used today for their Out of the TARDIS feature, where they fill the tin with questions and things to put to cast members or people who are connected with Doctor Who. I thought it was a terrible idea at the time, but you know, it's funny, isn't it? Take it so seriously when you're younger. Yeah, it's the memories of this. I remember, I think I had this as a Christmas present, this one. I'd had the Dalek set earlier in the year. There was 2 tins put out that year, as I'm sure some of you remember, some of the older ones remember. But I had this one for Christmas. And it's very remarkably well. There's very little signs of wear on that. And but it pops open like that, so we get the sort of vacuum sealed, really, isn't it? Yeah, but this packaging, this was always a very tricky, because it's packed in that tight, and it still is. So we've got more artwork. That's Alistair Pearson. Good God, that's a spectacular in itself. And the card outer sleeve with the VHS tapes are nestled really tightly inside there. So you know, if you were having the OCD, it's been a long-standing thing with me. So when I was opening it, with that lip, yeah, there's a lip there, doing it very, very carefully so as not to crease the packaging. And I'm glad now, but it's not been played in some years. But yeah, I wouldn't part with it for all the world, particularly tin. Yeah, but there's so many memories with this whole range. Yeah, 1993 in the old certificate there. That's funny, actually. There's a certificate 12 on the new set, but it was a PG there, and the 12 certificates were in play because they introduced the 12 certificates in Britain for the Batman movie, the Tim Burton Batman film. So we definitely had a 12 certificate there. Why it would be different, I'm not entirely sure. And it's a PJ on the PJ. Freudian slip, I don't know what it is. Obviously, I want to go back to bed, all that running. This PG on the DVD set as well. What do we have in the bottom of here? A little booklet. Oh, something just dropped out. I said I was out CD, didn't I? Yes, I've got the booklet here, which was the complete BBC Video and BBC Radio collection catalogue there at the time for the 30th anniversary, which the range is by no means complete there, but that's still in there too. And this was I must not have got it for Christmas, otherwise I wouldn't have the receipt, would I? But yeah, there's the receipt. It's so faded, you can see there. You can't read that, but I probably can. Yeah, it was bought on the 15th of October, 1993. There you go. bit of extra completely useless information, but yeah, it's nice for me to know. And but that's yeah, maybe exactly 26 years ago. Yeah, all those memories for me. So many warm and fuzzies. Yeah, I'm gonna watch. Which one do I want to watch? Yeah, it's going to be this one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to get around to watching these soon, and that's about it for my very first unboxing video. Whether there'll be any more of them, I'm not remotely. I have no idea. If you enjoyed it, let me know if you'd like to see me do more of this sort of stuff. It's a bit of a YouTube staple, so I thought I'd give it a go. I'm aware it's one step away from the old trailer reaction videos, but you won't get any of that from me, I do promise. That about covers it. I'm going to go and put this up with the rest of my collection. Expect a photograph of all that later on. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, drop some comments, like, subscribe, share if you like. Share this. Good day to you all. Bye-bye.